Welcome, beautiful soul. You're not here by mistake. There's a reason you felt pulled to this message. Your spirit knows it's time. Time to remember who you truly are. You've carried pain that wasn't yours to hold. You've walked through storms others wouldn't have survived. And still, you're standing. Not broken, strong. Not bitter, wiser. This isn't just another message. It's a sign, a whisper from God that you made it through the hardest parts for a reason. You were never walking alone. Even when you felt forgotten, you were being protected. Even in silence, you were being prepared. You're not the same person anymore. You've grown. You've let go of things, people, and old versions of yourself that no longer fit. The pain didn't destroy you, it showed you your strength. You don't shrink yourself anymore. You've stopped hiding your light just to make others feel comfortable. You've taken your power back. What you thought was loss was really clearing. The things and people that left weren't meant to stay. They were making space for better. You've been through the fire, but now you shine even brighter. You don't chase love or approval anymore. You are love. You walk in truth. You speak from the heart. And now the people meant for you can finally find you. They hear your soul before you speak a word. You didn't get here by chance. Spirit led you to this moment because you're ready. Ready to step into who you were always meant to be. This is your time. Keep rising. Keep shining. The world needs your light. You made it. And now your real life begins. You weren't meant to fit in. You were made to wake people up. That uneasy feeling you carried wasn't a mistake. It was your spirit pushing back against what wasn't right for you. Your energy naturally shakes up anything fake or broken. Your soul speaks truth, and that truth makes some people uncomfortable. You've always shown others what they didn't want to see. You've been like a mirror, reflecting what they were trying to hide. They called you too emotional, too deep, too much, but it wasn't really about you. They couldn't handle their own truth, so they made you the problem. Your light showed their shadows. Your honesty pulled off their masks. You didn't lose them. They lost the chance to know the real you. And now, you don't ask for a place in rooms that try to dim your shine. You walk away from spaces that weren't built to hold your power. You came here to break patterns, not repeat them. You were made to rise above the usual, not settle for it. So those rejections you faced, they were never about your worth. They were redirections. The closed doors were protecting something special inside you. You weren't meant to copy others. You're here to create something new. The things that once made you feel out of place are now what bring your true people to you. The ones who see you. The ones who get it. You've remembered who you are. And now, you don't hide. You don't shrink. You stand tall, not to prove anything, but because your presence matters. You take up space because it's your birthright. You're not too much. You're just what this world needs. They targeted you. But it wasn't about you, it was about the light you carried. Your spirit disturbed their comfort zones. Your presence brought truth, and truth demands accountability. That's why the betrayal came swiftly. That's why the lies were loud. You didn't trigger drama, you triggered unhealed wounds. You offered love, and they answered with manipulation. You gave grace, and they responded with gossip. But you didn't collapse, you saw through it. You recognized the game. And you chose elevation over retaliation. You became a mirror that revealed their masks. They tried to silence your power because it reminded them of their own potential left dormant. They feared your authenticity because they were still trapped in performance. But you didn't match their energy. You ascended. You didn't fight back with fire, you became the flame. You didn't match their chaos, you became peace. What was meant to destroy you became the foundation of your power. And while they plotted, God promoted. Divine protection surrounded you. That's why you're still standing. That's why you keep rising. They wanted to see you broken, but instead they saw you become whole. You didn't fall apart, you fell into alignment. And now you walk with a knowing that no lie can erase. You are not defined by what they did, you are defined by how you kept your heart pure through it all. The silence? Sacred. The isolation? Intentional. While they laughed at your solitude, heaven was rewiring you. You weren't being punished, you were being prepared. You were being taught to trust your intuition, to hear divine instruction without external noise. You learned discernment in the dark. You learned strength in stillness. You shed attachments. You stopped performing. You stopped explaining. That lonely season wasn't your breakdown, it was your breakthrough. What looked like loss was actually a rebirth. You became fluent in your soul's language. You found peace no one could give you, and now no one can take it away. You're not who you were. You've been rebuilt in silence. And that silence? It made you unshakable. Every tear you cried watered the roots of your transformation. Every unanswered prayer was a redirection to something greater. In the quiet, you heard your calling more clearly, and now you walk with inner certainty. You don't second-guess your worth. You don't seek validation. You are the validation. You were being equipped for a mission bigger than you imagined. Spirit isolated you to elevate you, to teach you how to thrive in authenticity, not just survive through conformity. And now, you are a force of clarity in a world of confusion, a living, breathing miracle in motion. Everything hidden is being revealed. The masks are slipping. The lies are boomeranging. You didn't have to expose them. Truth is doing it for you. Energetic justice is here. Karmic return is unfolding. They're embarrassed, not just because they got caught, but because you didn't fall. You rose, you glowed, and now the very people they lied to, they see the truth. You never had to prove your worth. Your life is your evidence. You stopped defending your name because your elevation is your vindication. You stopped explaining because your peace is louder than their chaos. They thought they buried you, but didn't realize you were a seed. And now, those who laughed are silent. Those who doubted are watching. The same mouths that slandered you now speak your name with reverence. But this isn't about revenge. It's about revelation. It's about divine justice served in perfect timing. The energy they threw is returning tenfold. Not because you wished it, but because universal law doesn't miss. What was done in the dark is being judged in the light, and your only job now is to keep rising, keep glowing, keep walking in your truth. This is your season of alignment. Doors are opening that no man can shut. Blessings are chasing you down. You've shifted your vibration, and now your reality is catching up. You no longer chase, you attract, you no longer settle, you select. What's finding you now is rooted in truth. Relationships, opportunities, peace, purpose. It's all aligning because you've aligned. You're no longer in survival, you're in sovereignty. You don't seek closure, you create it. You don't beg, you magnetize. You're not walking into blessings timidly, you're owning them boldly. You carry divine favor, you walk in spiritual authority. You're not returning to who you were. You're becoming who you were destined to be. This version of you isn't afraid to say no, isn't afraid to shine, isn't afraid to walk alone, because you understand now that alignment sometimes requires isolation. Your elevation doesn't need explanation, and your authenticity is your activation. You are walking evidence of divine timing, and what's coming next is not random, it's reward. Everything that was delayed is being accelerated. Everything that was blocked is being cleared. You're in divine flow now, and no one can stop what has already been decreed for you. You didn't fold, you didn't harden, you healed. You alchemized your pain into purpose. You broke the chains, the curses, the silence. You became the cycle breaker, and now the blessings flow freely. This was never about revenge. It was about remembrance of who you are, of what you carry, and of how protected you've always been. Walk boldly now, speak clearly, love deeply. You've earned this chapter. You've become the version of yourself that can hold what's coming. This is your season of becoming, and no force, seen or unseen, can stop it.